Does St. Joseph County's prosecutor's office need an overhaul?
Well, Republican prosecutor candidate Jeff Sanford says yes. Democrat candidate Ken Cotter says he thinks some small changes are in line.
WSBT-22's Kelly Stopsinski sat down with both candidates. Kelly, you asked them about several different topics, and they say they agree on several.
Including the fact, Jennifer, that the office does need some change. One of them will replace current prosecutor Mike Dvorak, who's held that office more than 10 years.
My name is Jeff Sanford, and I'm running for county prosecutor.
Sanford began practicing law in St. Joseph County 26 years ago. He worked as a deputy prosecutor under former prosecutor Mike Barnes, then as a public defender. He still does part-time work as a public defender, but also has his own practice in South Bend and works part-time as a deputy city attorney.
I have seen in recent years a change in the quality of the prosecutions and the charges that come out of the prosecutor's office. And I would go home and I would say to my wife, well, you wouldn't believe this or you wouldn't believe that. And finally, after hearing me so many times say it, she said, well, maybe you should do something about it. And so I decided to run.
My name is Ken Cotter, and I'm running for St. Joseph County prosecutor.
Cotter also began his law career in the prosecutor's office under Mike Barnes 20 years ago. He's now a chief deputy prosecuting attorney under Mike Dvorak.
I think I have the experience. I have the relationship with law enforcement. I frankly understand what a victim goes through. I've been a victim of a crime myself. And for all of those reasons, my parents' upbringing, I just think it's the right thing to do.
So what would both candidates make their top priority if elected?
Training is the #1 priority. We can't begin to address how we prosecute crimes against women. We can't begin to address violent crimes until we have competent, trained attorneys who know how to present cases in an efficient and competent manner.
First is to keep violent criminals off the street. We have to be safe in our community. There are way too many shootings. There are way too many folks who are injuring otherwise law-abiding citizens.
Cotter also says deputy prosecutor training can be expanded. He would make sure more of them go to crime scenes rather than just reading reports about it after the fact, while also trying to prosecute the case. Another hot-button issue in our community, you heard them both address it briefly, gangs and violent crime. Tonight at 11, you will hear why they disagree on the number of gang members in South Bend and their plan to tackle those issues if elected. I'm Kelly Stopsinski, WSBT 22 News.
And don't